Hello, Steve89. Well, I'm kind of proud of Madonna. Um, I'm a Madonna fan, so whenever she does something, I always pay attention and I'm proud. Um, I was watching the news this morning and there was the sad news that we've had our first two Victorian casualties from the coronavirus. I've been saying coronavirus because I don't drink. I didn't know how it was spelt. And then the third victim was announced pretty much 5 minutes after I heard about the first two. So I know that's low numbers, but we're just getting started here in Australia, sadly. Um, but then the show went back to the show because it was on a TV show, and then it went to the news break. And the show, they were just talking about entertainers, and they were talking about how people were giving away money and people were doing videos, and they were being pretty mean, saying how lame people's videos were. And then they got onto Madonna. Apparently, she is the queen of the strange, bizarre, coronavirus quarantine celebrity diaries. Her bizarre quarantine diaries are getting a lot of attention. And I know yesterday I was watching one of Mecca Random's videos, and she mentioned Madonna was singing about fried fish, and I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that video. Yeah, she was singing. She changed Vogue into a song about fried fish because I guess she was missing fish or something, or they had to eat fish because they ran out of pasta or something. It was kind of funny, but kind of cringe, but kind of knowingly cringe. So it was kind of funny. Um, and I saw that, and then seen her other videos. Like I did a video about her video where she was like on the typewriter typing very badly about things, and I just love the fact that this show did like a little segment about celebrity videos in quarantine, and even though they looked at Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift are all giving out money and everything, the person they spent the most time on was Madonna, because her videos were the most interesting, because she wasn't just talking about, oh, this is what I did today, or giving away money or something. She was actually like trying to do something creative, and there was an atmosphere and an energy to her videos, and a quirkiness about them. Like she did a video in a bath with rose petals, or image, and she's listening to records, and she's typing, and she's thinking about life and death and her friends and family and how to speak to her children. And it's all very interesting. So I'm kind of glad she's doing something interesting for us as well, because we've got something to look at and talk about, and everyone's talking about her. This is good, because there was this whole issue recently: is Madonna still relevant? It seems to come up every year or so, or every era. It's like, oh, is Madonna still relevant? And someone will say, no, she's not relevant, and then other people will say she is, kind of proving she is, because otherwise they wouldn't care. So the fact that people are looking at her Instagram and finding some interest or comfort in her videos, I think is great. I love that she's getting some attention. And they are interesting, and it's interesting just to look into her little world. She's obviously created a environment for art and creativity. There's videos of her kids making stuff. She was saying at dinner they were talking about art and who their favourite artist was, or style of art. They was talking about different styles of art and different recording artists, and it was just interesting. And she was talking about rose petals, and how as she watched the last rose petals go down the drain, she was thinking about life, and the fact she can't carry her kids to bed anymore, whether that's because they're bigger or because she's got the problem with her knee. She said she's still in pain. I was a little bit worried about her saying how tired she was and that she was sleeping a lot. She has insomnia, so I think her hours that she sleeps is more odd, less so than how much she sleeps. But that is a sign of depression, and there are a lot of people who are very used to being outgoing, and that who are gonna be struggling with the quarantine and staying inside, and that, even though she's got family, it could still happen to her. She is a bit of a melancholy person. If you pay any attention to her as an artist, she does have a dark side. So she should be fine though. But it was interesting just seeing her talk about all that stuff. God, what else did she bring up that I wanted to mention? What was it? I wrote a bunch of notes. I'm looking at my notes. I write notes on like paper because it's just quicker than typing, and my screen always goes off when I write notes on my computer and I'm looking at the screen. I always forget to move the mouse often enough, and then it goes off, and then I have to open it up again, which looks embarrassing when I'm like, God, God, what did she talk about that I wanted to talk about? Um, oh, well, I guess that'll be in the next video. But yeah, I was just really, whenever I see Madonna on TV, like commercial TV, I'm happy. And seeing them talking about her and saying basically she was the queen of the bizarre celebrity quarantine videos, I'm very proud of her. I had to comment on that. But yeah, oh God, what was that thing I meant to mention? I need to make better notes. But I'm going to get back to my quarantine life, which mostly revolves around trying to find things to take photos of Basheen doing. Um, and I have a whole bunch of artistic projects that I've put aside for years that I need to start working on. But like most artists, I'm best at procrastination. So I'm going to get back to that, and I look forward to the next Madonna video. And there was an interesting video where someone put black and white footage of all the empty cities to Ghost Town, which was interesting to look at. Although they probably should have left the little bit of dialogue at the start about bombs dropping, just to make it seem more in theme. But whatever, it looked haunting. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to the next bizarre Madonna video.